Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They run again with Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. On the give, this is Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 5.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took him the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming at it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
They're going to run it with Harris, and he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time, and the try for 2 is snuffed out.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated, I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last half of the game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Gone. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They hand this off to Harris. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Harris. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 3rd and 5.
Check Mike 46.
Watch the slant. Watch the...
They run with Harris. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Steps away to his left. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Well, partner, I know that you and I were raised that in this situation, just take a knee. You got the game pretty much salted away, but instead of that, they throw it. Another touchdown.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see this post-game handshake.
Maybe a conservative run up the middle, but to pass the ball and then score, yeah, some awkward handshakes coming up.
Yeah, this could be one of those, yeah, nice game, buddy.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Detroit.